guys, welcome back to Cooking with Annie. Today we're going to be doing a Danish classic, Tarteletter, with a chicken and asparagus sauce. I'm going to show you every step of this super traditional Danish dish that has been requested by Catherine Bent, who's asked for this weeks ago. So here we are. I'm going to show you step by step. Chicken. Bit of chicken stock for extras if we need that, and then I've got a pot ready with just an onion and a few carrots sliced and some peppercorn. So yeah, we're gonna start off boiling the chicken. Okay, I've got the chicken with the onion and carrot and water in a bowl. As you can see, I've taken some of the skin off the chicken, and it's because I really don't want it in my dish later. I don't want it in the tartlets, and it can be a bit more difficult to find all the skin once it's all boiled into 1,000 pieces. So I want to just add some salt as well, and then I'm just going to put a lid on that and let that simmer for 45 minutes. Okay, so the chicken has boiled for about an hour, and I've took it out of the boiling water, and I've poured all of our nice chicken broth into this jug and this full jug, so we got plenty of that. I have sieved the carrot and onion out. We don't need that. We need just clear chicken broth. And then we gotta pick the chicken like you're seeing me do here. Just get it off. Your chicken should just let go of the meat easily when it's cooked for that long, otherwise it's not cooked for long enough. So it should just fall off the bones like you see it doing here. Now I've got pretty much all of the chicken off the chicken, so I want to just start shredding it, cutting it into smaller pieces. I like quite chunky chicken pieces. That's very individual. Some make them with very shredded chicken, but I like to get a bite of protein in those tartlets, so I don't go too mad, but you do still need to cut, especially those big breast pieces, and you want to mix the white and the dark meat. And this is very easy to cut because the meat is just so tender, cooked. Yeah, so you do that for a while. Okay guys, this is where it gets serious, and this is where it gets relevant to lots of Danish cooking, because we are gonna do what we in Danish called a baked sauce, and in French they call it a Bechamel. This is the base for so many sauces. It's a great skill to know, and it's actually not that difficult. So we start with a big chunk of butter. Some people use a bit of vegetable oil and then butter. I like to use just butter, because why wouldn't you? What we're gonna do is we're gonna do, again, what we in Danish would call in smørbolle, a little bowl of butter and flour. Melbolle, smørbolle. Okay, our butter is melted and it's starting to bubble. I'm gonna add butter. 1 and 2 top tablespoons. I think this amount of butter can take 3. Yes, it can. We'll do another one. This is what we're looking for. this consistency. And then we gotta have the stock ready. Hope you can see for all the steam on that camera. Yeah. So we are continuously adding. Don't be afraid if it looks like it's splitting, because it will collect itself again once it reaches thickness enough. Yeah. So that was the first ½ liter of stock. I'm making a big portion, you know, it's a whole chicken as well. This is also sauce you gotta make sure to stir, because it will burn onto the bottom if you're not careful. I'm gonna turn the heat down a slight bit. And I wanna keep adding stuff. Also quite a lot of debate with tartelettes how thick the sauce should be, and I have to say I'm one of the people who thinks you should stay on the thinner side, because you are dealing with also a puff pastry and you're putting filling in it, so I think it tends to be too slimy if you go way too thick. And when you do this, the thickness comes as well as the flour heats. So don't think, oh, did I pour too much in? That thickness will grow back as it heats up. Before I forget, I'm going to show you the secret grandma trick you need in this dish, and that is just a teaspoon of sugar. No more, no less. You will not get that right tartelette flavor without that little bit of sugar. Okay, I'm going to keep adding, and I'll get back to you when I do something new. Because once it gets the right thickness, you can't keep adding liquid. So even though I have a little bit of chicken stock left, I'm gonna add some full fat milk to this. That'll do. We're almost there, and I want to have a taste. It's gonna need a bit of salt. You can take that, and I want to give it pepper. I would say use white pepper so you don't ruin the color, but I don't have it. So this is the way we're gonna do it. And let's try it again. I'm gonna show you also, you can see the thickness on a spoon. This is the thickness level. Yeah, that's better. Okay, the sauce now has the flavor that I want it to have in the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something that's super controversial, and I add parsley. I just think it's so much better with parsley in it, even though it is not the original. And with recipes like this, there is strong religion about keeping it the way it's always been. And if you think as a Dane that this sauce looks too thin, don't you worry. It will thicken, and as the filling comes in, it also will be thicker in general. So yeah. When you feel like your sauce is right, you add your chicken filling, all the lovely shredded chicken here, all of it. And then what I've done to the 2 glasses of asparagus is just that I have cut them into pieces of this size for all 2 glasses. And I'm gonna add all of that into our sauce. Just want to still make sure our butter is not sticking here. Okay. And then I want to just let it sit and heat until this sauce thickens even more. Not a lot, as I said before, I don't like it to be too sticky because it does come in a dry shell, so I enjoy it to be quite liquid, and it also makes it taste a little lighter. I often have had people say about mine that, oh, they don't feel as heavy, because sometimes you get them full of like almost half full fat cream and lots of flour, and they go almost like a sticky paste. You want to keep it fresh, but this is still a bit too thin. We gotta go a little bit thicker than this, so keep heating for a little while. Okay, so I have now got my filling to the state that I want it in, and I'm just literally gonna fill up my tart like that. And then I want to add another little bit of parsley and fresh pepper, and dinner served. Ta-da!